up. Try to figure this out. Bam, 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 bam. Check this out real quick. Check out the stream health. Alright. So that should be just a little bit. Yeah, turn it down to 70. Sound effects. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, so this is going to be a new Let's Play for this series. Pretty much it's going to be... Pretty much it's going to be a new playthrough. Go ahead, look at this real quick. So we're on version 1.025. I've already have almost 83 days in the game, but I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that. You want to start fresh, and we're going to go ahead and kick up a new game and see how this goes. One thing I can say about this game is it probably has like some best music out there. New chapter awaits you ahead. But I need to go home. Can I go home? There's always a way to get home. Let me see. Your home is a graveyard. Does that mean I'm dead? It means you're a graveyard keeper now. But I need to go home to my love. Then you need to be a good graveyard keeper. You should check out Gary! Alright, so Gary is kind of a badass. So pretty much every time you hear a bell in the background, that means there's a new body waiting for you. So it means you need to beeline it down here as fast as you can before the body decomposes. We're going to talk to Comrade Donkey over here. Absolutely love like the different voices for the characters because you can just tell the kind of like personalities they have. Cool. See, like I said, they drop a body. It's so fresh and juicy. Let's see. It's already gone down to 99%. I think it drops 1% every 30 seconds or 15 seconds. It's one of the two. Let's skip through this real fast because it's really just not that important at the moment. Yes, the talking skull that has no body wants beer. You saw that right. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna extract flesh. Now, it's gonna come into later on, pretty much not right now, but there's a way to get the best bodies each time. There's certain bodies that you pretty much just ditch the second you get them, and there's other ones that you take to get buried. So like, when you take flesh or you take bone or you take skull, it will take away one of these skulls. And the red skull is bad. The white skull is good. And the more red skulls you have, the worse it is for your graveyard. And if you put in if you put one into the ground that has really bad red skulls, it's pretty much nothing you can do to save that. Let's go ahead and go here and talk to him. Show you how to do the burial real fast. Gives you a shovel. Do a gravesite. I'm gonna put you up here. Up. Take you. And as you can see, like every time you start a grave, it automatically starts off at -2. And these burial certificates, pretty much what you do with them is every time you bury a body, or later on when you burn bodies, you get burial certificates, and this allows you to take it to the innkeeper and sell it to him, and that's how you make a decent little amount of money. So the more bodies you burn, the more bodies you bury, the more money you get. So I'm going to go over here and talk to the bishop. And he's going to tell you that to get promoted to the next level, he wants you to fix a graveyard as soon as possible. So once you get to 5, you'll be promoted, which it actually isn't too bad to do. It's not too hard to do. And there's certain characters like the bishop that will only come on certain days, so he'll come pretty much what is equivalent to like a Sunday. There's only 6 days in this game instead of 7, but you'll see that like certain characters will have certain days that they show up on. So like the merchant later on will only show up on like the prom one, and then if you look, cool. 1 second. Alright, I don't know about this. Yep. Alright, so this is going to be your technology tab. This will allow you to advance through. One of the most important ones to do, and this one I'm going to start off with first, is I'm going to try to push for sawing, firewood, and come down here to get mining too, because that will allow us to get over the bridge, and there's a really good reason for that. I'll show you. You got cookery, you got building, you got smithing, farming and nature, book writing, theology, and anatomy and alchemy. These 2 are also really good to get because it allows you to get better bodies. So like soft spares, the blood and the fat will allow you to make better bodies. And then the skull, the skin can be made into paper, the skull can be given to the astrologer, and just like pretty much everything will just roll together. But alright, so we'll start this off. We'll take these. Take all these. And what I like to do is, you have plenty of time. Like this game doesn't have any time frame. Like there's no quest or like you have to do this in 5 days or else you fail the quest. You can literally go 1,000 days in the game and not have anything bad happen to you. It just goes at your own pace. So for each of these technologies, you need different points. So the red points will be your handcrafting skills, so whatever you do with building materials. The green points will do with your knowledge of nature, so the more you clean up an area, the more you chop trees and stuff like that. And then blue points represent the spiritual knowledge, which will come into effect later on once you get once you get this unlocked and you go downstairs. You might want to crush the graveyard first, but what I recommend doing is coming over here to hit these bushes, because they give you a ton of green points. And once you get a ton of green points, it'll allow you to start unlocking some of these really good ones, like the important parts and stuff like that. So like here, I already have enough to get pretty much almost anything that I want, and that's only from 2 bushes. So I always come over here first, hit these, get as many green points as I can, and then I'll roll on to the next part of it. So look, I've only done a few bushes and I'm already at 26. Now there's a certain thing you can do where if you hold F and then you like kind of move towards the next bush, you'll start instantly and you'll save energy. So like here, see, I already went halfway with just one hit and took it out. That's okay. So yeah, my options is go down to sound effects and turn it down to 70. Cool. All right, so energy at first is kind of energy throughout the whole game. Like I said, I've had a couple playthroughs where I've gone a long time, and energy never gets better. No, it's not like Stardew Valley where you can get certain things to increase your energy and stuff like that. This thing is pretty much you just eat. The thing about this is there's no set period during the night where you have to stop. So like Stardew Valley, once you hit 2 a.m., if you're not in bed, you're done. Like you just fall asleep. This game doesn't do anything like that, which is pretty cool in my opinion, because you can sit there and just work and get all you need to do, and as long as you keep eating, you'll be okay. There is a point where you start getting tired, like after you've been up for a couple days, where you'll start hitting negative effects, but it's not terribly crazy or terribly quick. What I always recommend doing is no matter what you're doing, every time you go back to your